yo.
Good morning, New Jersey.
Patterson, Newark, put the guns down.
Connecticut, iHeartRadio. ¿Qué pasa?
Good morning, Angela. Yeah?
Good morning, Charlamagne.
What's happening?
Nothing. Yesterday I was out and about. I'm really trying to buy a house, so it's been taking up a lot
I thought you already bought it.
Well, everything's not done, okay? I did sign a contract, but I made some additions to the contract that they have to sign off on. And then they agreed to most of it. There's a couple of things they didn't agree to. And I have until Tuesday to get everything inspected to make sure that everything's good.
But I thought you already spent the money. You around there talking about how broke you are.
No, it's in escrow.
Oh, okay.
So that means that I can get it back if things don't work out, but you still have to put the money down or they'll go with another buyer.
Sounds to me like you really don't want to spend that bread, Shorty.
No, I mean, it's a huge purchase. You got to get it inspected by your own inspector.
Okay.
And make sure there's nothing seriously wrong with it that could end up costing me loads and loads of money that I don't know about.
Well, I wish my day was that fancy yesterday. The most expensive thing I bought yesterday was a plate of curry goat. Curry goat and some rice and beans. And a beef patty.
I can't even afford that.
That was amazing. There's too much bones in the goat yesterday, though, but it was great.
I'm back to square one.
Hey, man, sometimes it be like that. You got to take 2 steps backwards to take 5 steps forward sometimes. It's okay. You'll be fine. And besides all that, it's Friday!
Man, I'm happy it's Friday.
You need to be. Would you like a drink? I got plenty of Remy in the back. You want to drink something?
I had to drink that yesterday. I was at the DefJam.com relaunch party.
Oh. Yeah, Remy V?
Yeah, they sponsored.
Dang, I should have went. I had the invite, but I don't really be going to those industry things like that.
Clearly, you don't even look at the invite.
Not even. I see record labels and stuff. I'll be like, not interested.
I did that, and I went to a memorial service for my friend who passed away on Saturday.
Oh, God bless him. When's the funeral?
They didn't tell us yet, but it was interesting because she wanted it to be like because she had cancer, she already knew what she wanted, so she wanted it to be more of a celebration of life.
Oh, got you.
So we were at the Copa.
No, I don't do funerals. I don't do celebrations of life. If you die, the last time you saw me was the last time you're going to see me. And that's the last time I'm going to see you. Because that's the way I want to remember you. That's just me, though.
Well, alrighty then.
Now,
let's get the show started.
That's right. We got a lot planned for you this morning. We got trips for you to go to the iHeartRadio Music Festival at 8. Whole Appreciation is at 8:20. And Tamar Braxton will be calling us today.
Oh, that's right. They have that new show.
Yeah,
The Real.
Called The Real. So it's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. That's Chris Brown. What's the name of that record? Fine China?
Yes.
Yeah, Fine China. Chris Brown still running around here with roots put on him. Still can't get right.
All right.
He'll be okay. One day his career will get on track.
And we are getting ready for front page news. Now, today I will tell you what city just had to file for bankruptcy. It's the largest city in the United States to ever have to do that.
I don't want to hear no rappers from that city talking about balling.
Also, I'm going to tell you why, if women promise you sex, you should not just believe them, especially if you don't know them like that.
Every girl that's ever promised me sex is giving it to me.
All right, well then maybe these women should come look for you.
That's a verbal contract. Once you say you're going to give it to me, you're going to give it to me.
All right.
Now.
You keep thinking that.
Now, it's time for another Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge, inbound, minor on both levels. Lincoln Tunnel, inbound, 5 minutes. Highland Tunnel, inbound, okay. And the Tapestry Bridge, road work is cleared. Yes, Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee here. Now it's time for front page news.
That's right. And by the way, if you are taking the Metro North, just know that the Hudson Line is not running. There was a train that derailed at about 8:40 p.m., so make sure you have some alternate options for travel.
Okay, in the sports news, the All-Star break is over. Baseball resumes today. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Jason Terry were officially introduced as the newest Brooklyn Nets. I was up at my other job, MTV2, watching that, and I said to myself, when you've been in the league as long as Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, do you really need a damn introduction? I don't care if it's a new team or not. You don't need to be introduced to nobody.
Yes, you need to be introduced on a new team. It's exciting for them as well.
Bah humbug.
All right, and Detroit has declared bankruptcy. This is the largest city in the United States to ever go belly up.
A whole city going bankrupt?
Yeah, now the problem is this, okay? Detroit lost 250,000 residents. That's 250,000 taxpayers between 2000 and 2010. So back in the 1950s, they had 1.8 million people. Now they're struggling to stay above 700,000 people.
I better not hear no new rappers from Detroit talking about balling. Only rappers allowed to talk about money from Detroit is Eminem, Trick, and Big Sean.
Now a lot of the middle class and a lot of businesses have left Detroit, and they've taken their tax dollars with them as well. They were asking creditors to take about 10 cents on the dollar that's owed, but, that didn't quite work out. So if this bankruptcy filing is approved, then city assets could be liquidated to satisfy demands. Now, their budget deficit is believed to be more than $380 million, and long-term debt is more than $14 billion.
I'm shocked that those residents of Detroit had money to even get up and move someplace else.
Some people in Detroit have money. I mean, they were thriving at a certain point. All right, now, a man in Bay Ridge, Robert Reike, 50 years old, was hoping to have sex with 2 women, but instead they robbed him and he fell off the rooftop. So this man was lured to a 4-story building. These women had promised him sex. Instead, they stole $2,000 in cash that he had on him, and there were 3 guys waiting for him on the roof when he got there. They said they sprayed mace in his face, and that's when he fell back and fell off the rooftop.
First of all, if you promise me sex, I'm not going to have sex with you on the roof.
Yeah, that's so...
that should have been sign number 1. That should have been red flag number 1, guy. Let's go have sex on the roof? Huh?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very sexy.
Especially in this heat.
And it happened in Sunset Park, and they actually have arrested 3 people in connection with Robert Reike's death, and they are still looking for one of the 2 women that set him up and one of the men that set him up.
Hold up, he's dead? I missed that part of the story.
He fell off the roof and died.
They threw him off the roof?
No, they maced him.
He stumbled back.
He backed up and fell off the roof. That's right. So one of the men arrested, Santiago, was charged with 2nd-degree murder and robbery so far. And
he still ain't get the box.
And that is your front page news.
That's the worst part of that whole story, that he ain't get the box.
No, the worst part is that he died.
Well, it's time for Tell Him Why You Mad. 1-800-585-1051. If you're pissed off about anything, maybe you got promised sex, went up to a roof and got maced. Hey, I don't know. Call up and tell us. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 1051.
Hey, yo, this is DMX. And you know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth. All right? Now tell them why you mad on The Breakfast Club. Power 1051. Breakfast Club, bitches.
And tell us why you're mad this morning.
I am mad because what's been going on in Sunset, Brooklyn, with this guy getting murdered on the building who got pushed off, I actually know the people. That's not even what happened and how it went down.
All right, what happened?
Long story short, a couple of my friends were on the roof with some guy, and yeah, they robbed him, but he was drunk, and then hours later he fell off the building, and now they're putting my boys away for murder, and they didn't even murder the guy.
Now, are you 100% sure that's what happened, or is that their story that they're running with?
Oh, no. That's exactly what happened, because there's a few people, and, the neighborhood talks, and, I understand, people, exaggerate the story.
Because, they could have maced him not knowing that he was going to fall off the roof.
And your girls could be prostitutes or fake prostitutes.
Yeah, but you don't think that people that would rob someone would mace them?
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. They did mace them 100%. 100% they maced him.
Hey, Ann, you're an accessory. You know that?
Excuse me?
You're an accessory. This testimony could be used in a court of law or even at a courthouse. Maybe you want to go report this to the police.
Oh, yeah, I already did.
Oh, you did already?
Oh, so you're a snitch now.
She's not a snitch. Shut up. She did what she's supposed to do. Good job, Ann.
I'm just keeping the peace to Sunset,
As you should. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Tell what you know. That's not snitching. That's called crime prevention.
Yes, sir.
All right, and to be honest, the only people that know what really happened are the people that were there.
Amen to that. You are 100% right.
All right, Ann. Have a good day.
Have a great weekend.
Keep up the good work, baby. Tell.
Bye.
Stay off them rooftops.
Okay, bye.
That's Tell Them Why You Mad. 1-800-585-1051. If you're pissed off about anything, please call and let us know because it makes our day go by better. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 1051.
But it's a mad rapper. Good morning, yo, for real. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. For real, man. Hey, yo, my girl keep coming home smelling like Polo Cologne. So, like, that ain't for girls. Like, I know something's going on, for real. Like, I'm heated about that. And now I need y'all to tell me why y'all mad. Why you mad? On The Breakfast Club, Power 1051.
JC, tell us why you mad.
Yo, I'm mad because I've been dealing with this girl for about 2-3 months, right? Mm-hmm. And she gave me all the signs that she feeling me, but she won't give me no box, but she always trying to get in my pockets, man.
Are you giving up some money?
Yeah, I do little things, buy baby Pampers, I may take her to Applebee's.
So she has
you go.
Hold on. She has a newborn?
Yeah, she got like a 1-year-old, yeah.
Hold on. You took her to Applebee's and bought her some diapers?
Yeah, man, I call myself being nice.
She owe you some box, bro.
Now, JC, are you attractive?
Yeah, very.
It don't matter if you're attractive. You don't put a down payment on that vagina. Listen.
Because I find that a lot of women, we feel like we can get a lot of stuff out of you guys without having to give anything up. And we do that to guys that we aren't really attracted to.
Have you asked her for it yet? Have you told her, look, I'm on a hit?
Yeah, I told her plenty of times. She'll sidestep the question and everything.
Well,
she doesn't like you, JC. Get the clue.
Full court press.
Have you guys made out?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Did you get to first base? Did you use your finger? Or?
Did you offer to eat the box, sir?
Hey, look, I offered to eat the box. She gave me a job and everything, man.
No, well, you know what? All you need is a little more time.
How old are you, JC?
I'm 24, man.
Okay.
You just need a little more time, JC. You breaking it down slowly but surely. That's all.
She clearly doesn't want to wait till she's married. I mean, she has a child.
Slowly but surely. Just keep lying to her, selling her the dream, telling her you want to be with her and be there for her and her child. That's all.
But let's keep it real. JC is interested because she's holding out.
That's not true. You'll get it in due time, JC. Have a good day.
Once he gets it, he's done.
Yeah, this is Dave from the Bronx. I'm calling, like I said, because I haven't heard a mix like that in a while. Like what you did yesterday for the Yee mix. It was some tunes that you played on there that I've never heard played on Power 105.
Oh, really?
Like what? Give us an example.
Yeah.
Like what?
All right, for example, there was the one with A$AP Rocky and 2 Chainz and with Khalifa. You didn't even know it.
The You Ain't Even Know It remix?
That's the remix. I have that on my playlist, and I've never heard that even played on Power 105 before.
Okay, so what's your point?
Is that good or bad?
No, it's a good thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, I don't know where you've been at. Like, because Envy don't be playing nothing like that on the 9 to 5.
All right, so you want me, I'm going to consult with Envy from now on.
So you're saying Angela Yee is the hottest DJ on Power 105. That's what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
All right, no doubt. You heard it. The streets have spoken. Angela Yee is the hottest DJ on Power 105. Not Clue, not Self, not Envy, not Pro Style, not such one. Angela Yee.
Yee mix.
Now, we got rumors coming up, Yeezus.
Yes, we are going to talk about Kanye West. Now, Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian's mom, has offered an explanation on why Kanye West has those violent outbursts. And it's a little ridiculous.
Man, shut up, Kris Jenner. Shut the F up forever.
She barely knows him.
We'll talk about that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. It's time for Rumor Report. And we're talking about the Kardashians, right?
Oh, Kris Jenner, really?
Yeah, we hate her.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Whew. Yes, let's talk about Kanye West. Now, Kris Jenner appeared on the show The Talk, and she was talking about Kanye West. She wants people to know he is not the type of person you think he is. Everybody needs to stop coming down on him, and the reason why he had such a ridiculous outburst, a violent outburst at LAX last week was because he's sleep deprived. Here's what she had to say.
I think he was just a little sleep deprived. Maybe
because of the baby.
Because of the baby,
okay.
Probably. I don't know. I think that none of us know the 15 minutes that happened before that and how crazy they could have gotten. He doesn't have a short temper like everyone thinks.
Kris Jenner, shut the F up forever.
She don't barely know him.
If it happened once, I would believe that. But Kanye spazzed out on paparazzi multiple times, even before the baby was here.
Deprived.
Yes. And you really want me to believe Kanye West is sleep deprived? You think the nanny is not allowing Kanye to get his rest?
They already said that Kim needs at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night.
Exactly. So Kanye's up in leather pants taking care of the baby.
As a matter of fact, Kanye is finally heading back home. He was away for a week. And so he hasn't even been around.
Knock it off, Kris Jenner.
All right, and let's also talk about whether or not Kris Jenner is upset that Kanye and Kim apparently aren't getting married anytime soon.
Are Kim and Kanye going to get married, and are you upset about it?
No and no.
Why aren't they getting married?
Well, I don't know. It's like I don't know. Why aren't Courtney and Scott getting married? It's so annoying.
I know, right?
I don't know where they got this because I'm very old-fashioned that way.
What does she call old-fashioned? She was licking Mario Lopez on the first episode of her show. Isn't she still married?
And didn't she cheat on her late husband?
Yeah, and isn't she still married to the
Kardashian?
The guy that keeps a new face, Bruce Jenner?
And doesn't he live in a separate house? That doesn't sound very old-fashioned to me.
Yeah, you're licking on other men on the first episode of your TV show, but you're old-fashioned. Kris Jenner, once again, shut the F up.
And didn't
forever.
you set up these photo shoot for your daughter, Kim Kardashian, to be in Playboy magazine?
Exactly.
That's not very old-fashioned either.
I wouldn't marry Kim either, simply because she's already been married twice. So why should I be the third mistake?
All right, now let's talk about another reality star who has blown up, and that is Farrah Abraham from Teen Mom. She has the porn Backdoor Teen Mom that did quite well. She actually beat Kim Kardashian's record for her porn. Well, she doesn't know a lot about current events, and here she is being asked about Trayvon Martin.
What do you think about Trayvon Martin?
I feel like I've met her or something. That sounds so familiar.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what she is, so I mean, I can't picture the person with the name right now.
Woo! Woo! Is it necessary to know about Trayvon Martin?
I thought about giving her a big hee-haw, but contrary to popular belief, America is huge. And what's major news in your world isn't major news in everybody else's.
I think this Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman trial kind of went across the board.
Clearly not, because she don't have no idea about it.
I think just because she doesn't know doesn't mean it wasn't huge.
I could guarantee there's a few other people in America who probably don't know nothing about it, too.
Very few, but, I mean, come on. All right, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
Yes, and we have, what do you got coming up next? Oh, that's why I need to look at my paper. We have your trip to Vegas for the iHeartRadio Music Festival. You got a chance to win that at 8 a.m.
I also have good news for you, Charlamagne.
I don't want to hear it.
Some numbers are going down, and it's actually going to benefit you.
Because it's Whole Appreciation Day, so we're talking some sexual things. Mm-hmm. Okay, got you. All right, Dunkin' Donuts traffic report. George Washington Bridge inbound 15 minutes on the upper level. Lincoln Tunnel inbound 20 minutes. Highland Tunnel inbound 15 minutes from the turnpike. Tapestry Bridge road work is cleared. And yes, Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. That's the lady with the number 2 album in the country, Sierra. Well, let's put it in perspective. She sold 57,000 records, as opposed to Jay-Z, who sold 530.
Okay, but that's still good for her to be number 2.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I want to be exact with mine. Okay, she's number 2 with 57,000 records sold. That's
congrats, Cece.
Yeah, congrats. I said congrats. Gosh. Now, what do we have coming up next, She?
We're going to talk about your penis size.
My 7 inches and 3/4.
Now, they have done some research, and they're saying that the size of the penis is now a new number. So, for all you guys, get your measuring tape out and measure and see if you're average, above average, or a little below.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody's measured their penis, right?
Absolutely. I told you I'm 7 inches 3/4. 8 when it's hot. I've been 8.
And this is all interesting because this leads to my next question that I got on the Ask Yee about a woman that said she's never had an orgasm because her partner of 6 years, his penis is too small.
Oh, okay. Well, it is Whole Appreciation Day, so we're gonna speak like hoes. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105. After the 2 and 3. Power 105 The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. Now, Angela Yee must be horny because she's been talking about penis size since 5:30 a.m. this morning.
Well, no, actually what happened, our producer has been talking about penis size now.
Q, what's your problem, Q?
He's
Q,
very
Q's
excited because the average American man's penis is actually a little smaller than it used to be.
I don't understand. How did they come to that conclusion?
Well, they did a study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, and the average American man's penis, when erect, is 5.6 inches long, while the average circumference of that is 4.8.
4.8 inches?
That's damn near the same size, the circumference as the length.
That's girth, right? Circumference?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4.8 inches. That's a little Pringles can.
No.
Hold on. What you talking about? No, hold on. That's...
Yeah. Right? The circumference? All right. Well, you always talk about your girth, Charlamagne. Now, this all brings me to my point, because does size really matter? Now, according to this study, it says, well, yes, penis size does matter. But it doesn't matter quite as much as some people think. They said a study they did last year, women who have frequent orgasms are more likely to say they prefer men with larger penises. Now, one of our listeners emailed us, and her problem is that she's been with her man off and on for 6 years, and she's never, ever had an orgasm. And he's also never performed oral sex. And she wants to know, what should she do about it? What can you do if you never had an orgasm? Now, there's a lot of women out there who've never had an orgasm.
You better make him show you what that mouth do, though.
Yeah, and I also had to ask her, and she hasn't responded yet, have you ever given yourself an orgasm? Because if you haven't even done that, then how do you even know what you like?
Exactly. Have you ever performed oral sex on yourself, young lady?
I mean, obviously not. But that's a question. So, ladies, why don't you call us up, and we're going to talk about this. Let's give her some advice. If you've never had an orgasm, and then all of a sudden, most recently you did, or perhaps you get them all the time, why don't we give her some advice on what she can tell her man? What do you tell your man if you've never had an orgasm?
And hold on, back to this penis thing real quick. So if I'm above 5 inches and 3/4, I'm above average.
5.6.
I'm above average now.
That would make you above average.
Give me a round of applause. Come on. Give me a round of applause. Barely made the cut, but I made it. Got to be proud of something, right? Come on. There you go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, mind you, the study was in China. No, I'm kidding.
1-800-585-1051. Call up here if you've never had an orgasm. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
All right?
So you've never had an orgasm.
What?
It's Power 105.1, the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee here. Salute to Cheryl Dior. She's in the car with her mom and grandma while we talk about never having an orgasm. She says it's a very awkward, silent ride. Listen, Cheryl, tell mom and grandma relax, okay? You wouldn't be here if neither one of them had never popped that for a goon before.
Well, hopefully your mom and your grandmother have had orgasms.
Absolutely.
If not, they're going to learn today.
Yes.
All right. So what advice would you give to this woman? One of our listeners, she said she's never had an orgasm with her 6-year on-again, off-again boyfriend, and he's also never gone down on her. Lauren, do you have some advice for this woman?
I've never had an orgasm with a man either. If I had an orgasm with a man, I'm actually touching myself while the man is pumping.
There's nothing wrong with that. A win is a win. I actually like your type because I don't have to do nothing. I like those that can do it themselves. God bless you.
You are lazy. Get out of here.
Come to New Orleans, Charlamagne.
I'll be there, baby.
Oh, gosh.
Bye, baby.
Right.
Bianca, do you have some advice for this woman that's never had an orgasm?
Yes, my advice to her is I had a similar situation with a guy I was dating last year. And he was a bodybuilder, and he was very small. He wasn't something I was used to.
You're used to something bigger than that.
Yeah, I was used to like 8, 9, going into that.
Right. Sorry, Charlamagne.
He was a little 6, 5-ish type thing.
Charlamagne.
I'm 8. Thank you.
No, that's not what you said.
7 3/4, 8 when it's warm.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what'd you do?
My suggestion would be like we use toys, we use props. It's also fun. Like not even using toys, just like the vibrating thing. Like it's ways you could spice it up. But as you know, he's not that big, so of course his ego might go down a little bit. That's my only thing.
All right, could you stay with somebody, like marry somebody who's not that big?
It's the reason why he's my ex, and I've moved on, and I got a guy that's bigger than him. So I personally can't do that, but, you know, I'm pretty sure somebody out there can marry.
All right, get it, Bianca.
Well, thank you for calling, Bianca.
Thank you, guys.
I hate you girls that call up here talking about small penises, though. How you know your vagina ain't just bigger than average?
1-800-585-1051. Help us out. Give us some advice. What do you tell a woman who's never had an orgasm before? How can she make that happen?
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
1-800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. I'm Angela Yee. That's Charlamagne the God. And we are talking about orgasms. One of our listeners has never had an orgasm with her on-again, off-again boyfriend of 6 years. What should she do now?
Go sit on somebody's face.
Shout out to Lisa the Boss. She said, I had that exact same problem with a guy I cared about. In the end, I had to leave him rather than cheat and hurt him. What would you do?
Go sit on somebody's face.
That's what you would do?
No, not me, but I'm saying, I'm speaking for...
How come men never have this problem?
Because it don't take nothing for us to do that. We can bust off in a heartbeat. I can bust off right now if I think about it hard enough.
Okay, great.
Matter of fact, we go log on to PattyLaBelle.com. I'll be shooting all over the studio.
Please call us up, 800-585-1051.
Yes, Power 105 on the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, and you ladies out there aren't having orgasms. Damn shame.
And you know what part of the problem is, too?
What?
A lot of women fake orgasms, so a man will never know that he's not giving you one.
That is whack. How am I supposed to know that I'm not doing something right if you're not telling me I'm doing something wrong? Faking it is not letting me know I'm doing it wrong. You're making me think I'm doing it right.
Well, one of our listeners said she's never had an orgasm. She's been with this guy for 6 years, off and on. He's also never gone down on her. Now, Tisha, you were saying you've had a similar problem.
No.
Wow. So what do you recommend? I mean, you never had one.
So you ain't never had an orgasm, but you had a baby?
Let me tell you something. You don't have to have an orgasm to have a baby.
I know, but guys, you know, it sounds like you should have one thing before the other.
And you know what? They say women don't necessarily have to have an orgasm to enjoy sex. You could still enjoy it.
And that's the truth.
That is a damn lie. I like to finish anything that I start.
You don't have to have an orgasm to have sex.
How you know?
If you have a man, let me tell you something. Because now I've had an orgasm that I've been married. It's the best feeling ever, and that girl doesn't know what she's missing out on.
All right, hold on. I'm confused now. You've never had an orgasm until you got married.
I never had exactly. And then when I got married, I finally experienced it, and then I was like, oh my God, like that's the best feeling ever in the world.
But what happened that was different that you were able to have one?
My husband's was a little bigger, and then he performed for us like a lot.
So your husband is not your baby daddy?
He is he's my baby father now. Yes, he is.
No. Is he the biological father?
Yes, I have a kid with him, and I have a kid prior to him.
Oh, okay. See, I know what happened. The guy before you was just treating you like a smut. He never went down on you because he thought you was a hoe. So then this other guy came. No. The other guy came and married you.
Because now the guy before him, he wants to get back with me, and I'm not big.
That's right.
Now that I finished college, you know, I have my master's. I'm doing what I have to do for me. Now he wants to come back.
And by the way, do you know how easy it is to break up with a guy who's never given you an orgasm?
It's very easy to break up. It's like
boy, bye.
Zero, very fast.
Thank you for calling, boo.
That's right.
Have a good one.
Akila, what's your advice? If a woman's never had an orgasm, what should she do?
She should dump that guy and get somebody that's going to give her an orgasm, because obviously he's not doing it.
Well, you know what, though? If she's never spoken up about what she needs, maybe she should try to tell him what she needs him to do.
Well, I
obviously, if she's been with him for 6 years and he doesn't know her needs, I think she needs to get someone else that does know her needs, obviously.
But some women are scared to speak up and say, okay, I need you to do this. He never went down on her. She needs to tell him to do that and teach him how to do it.
But 6 years, that's all I keep saying, of not communicating, obviously something is wrong.
Yeah, I don't want no woman. I don't want no woman that doesn't tell me what she needs. If you want me to if you want me to munch on that box, tell me munch on that box.
That's right. Go to the left, do this, do that. I mean, it's easy. It's called communication.
All right.
Well, thank you for calling, baby. What kind of men out here are not showing ladies what that mouth do, though? Not only am I showing ladies what that mouth do, though, I'm sucking farts out of butts.
That's right. Preach, brother.
That's all I'm saying. What, they make men like you out here? I didn't even know the type of model man that you are.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Hand your penis in.
We have rumors coming up?
Yes, we are going to talk about Kanye West. And what would you give to hear what he said behind the scenes after the MTV Video Music Awards, where he's trashing some of the artists who performed? Well, we have that audio for you.
I'm so sick of Kanye West. I used to really be a fan of Kanye West, but the more I hear of his attitude, I am disgusted.
And keep in mind, he doesn't know that people are going to hear this.
Oh, my God. It's The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Yes, Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. That's the God right there, Justin Timberlake. And we got a chance for you to go see him at the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas at 8 a.m. You just got to listen out for that cue to call to win. And if you learned anything from our last conversation about women not having orgasms, it's simple. Fellas, eat the box. Eating vagina, not eating vagina is un-American.
Well, and I'll give you some more advice, too, for women who've never had an orgasm. Just make sure you have a lot of foreplay, because that really helps you.
And by foreplay, you mean eat the box?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Not eating the box is un-American. So if you don't eat the box, you're unpatriotic.
And shout out to DJ Casey Ice. He said, tell your listener to get a white boy, because once you go white, you know you've been licked right. That's what they say.
Listen, I ain't gonna knock it, because you know I love my Nubian white queens. I'm all for that interracial type stuff like that.
All right, well, we are taking your calls, 800-585-1051. What is the advice for our listener? She's never had an orgasm.
No, Angela Yee, we're done with that. We're getting ready for Rumor Report.
Sorry, I thought we were still talking about
I know you want to still be on this.
I'm trying to help her.
What we got coming up in Rumors?
Well, we are going to talk about Kanye West, and we're going to talk about his secret audio they have of him basically going in on some of the performers from the Video Music Awards. He had some not so nice things to say about people, and this is audio of him discussing with his friends. So this is stuff that you would never think would get out.
All right, this is the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Let's turn that Beyonce up, baby. It's okay to be a straight man and queen out to Beyonce. Every night I walk in my... Yeah, it's Power 105.1, the Breakfast Club. We got Angela Yee's Rumor Report coming right now, and Kanye West is just proving over and over that he's just a douche.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
So we all remember the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards, where Kanye West grabbed the microphone away from Taylor Swift on stage and said that Beyonce had the best video of all time. Well, there's a secret audio recording from behind the scenes, and definitely sounds like Kanye West, and he's ranting about a number of things. First of all, he's talking about his mother and how she died for this ish.
As long as I'm alive, you're going to have to deal with it. Because there ain't going to be no more Elvises.
Why are you so
with no
angry?
James Brown.
What's the anger?
Because my mother died for this fame. I moved to Hollywood chasing this. My mother died because of MTV.
Wow, okay. Then he goes on to talk about Taylor Swift and why he feels like Taylor Swift cannot win over Beyonce because, well, listen to him tell it. It makes absolutely no sense at all.
When I heard Eminem's verse on the Drake, I went back and rewrote my for 2 days.
So?
I canceled appointments to rewrite. Because I did that, Taylor Swift cannot win over Beyonce.
Nigga, what?
That doesn't make any sense because you rewrote your verse on the after you heard Eminem's verse on the Drake song. You went back and rewrote it. What does that have to do with Taylor Swift?
Exactly. Eminem watched you on a song. You rewrote your verse. What the hell that got to do with Taylor Swift?
Okay, and I don't understand why Pink is a target. I guess he gets mad at Pink because she performed 2 songs and he didn't even get asked to perform at all.
What the was Pink performing? Don't nobody know that song. How the Pink perform twice and I didn't even get asked to perform Heartless?
Okay, that's fine.
Heartless is the biggest song of the year. It had the most spins of the first quarter. I don't know that Pink song.
Kanye West got to shut the F up forever. Stop telling people how great you are and just work. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing and accomplishing and just work. That's why he feels like he doesn't get the props he deserves, because he don't give nobody else their props for what they deserve.
Like, why are you going in on Pink because they asked her to perform? Is that her fault? Is she not supposed to perform?
Kanye West need a wedgie. Somebody just need to grab Kanye West by the back of his neck and give him an old-fashioned wedgie.
Man, well, since we're talking about Kanye, I mean, let's talk about some Kardashian stuff. Why not?
Because he is a Kardashian.
That's right, and Lamar Odom has said that he does not want to be on any of the Kardashian reality TV shows moving forward. He gets teased all the time by his basketball friends for appearing on the shows. It's a waste of his time, and it does nothing to help his brand. They said, if anything, it just exposes him to ridicule and scorn.
You know why it does nothing for your brand, Lamar? Because you're holding on to that name, Odom. You should have just changed your last name to Kardashian. You'd have had the highest selling jersey in the league.
And he also doesn't like the attention he's getting because now he's getting caught out there cheating, and the woman that he cheated with has put up pictures proving that she's with Lamar Odom, and the pictures are very disrespectful. I don't know if you had a chance to see them. I was looking on Gossip.
No, I
and I had a chance to see the pictures that she was posting, basically of her tickets, of her sitting on the wood, not that wood, and just, you know, hanging out with his teammates. Just hanging out with the owner of the team.
Well, that's what you get for
Lamar Odom was treating her like she was his main chick.
You
That's his problem.
You don't treat the side chick like the main chick.
And that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
Yes, and our Donkey today is coming up at 8:04, and it's going to a young lady named Ray Don Chong. You probably know Ray Don Chong is Squeak from Color Purple. Well, guess what? Squeak has disrespected Mama O. And by Mama O, I'm not talking about orgasms. I'm talking about Oprah Winfrey. And you're going to hear...
Somebody disrespected Oprah?
Yes. So, Ray Don Chong, the congregation would like to have a word with you immediately. Please come to the front of the church. George Washington Bridge, inbound 15 minutes on the upper level, 10 minutes on the lower level. Lincoln Tunnel, inbound 25 minutes. Highland Tunnel, inbound 45 minutes from the turnpike with an earlier accident cleared. 10 minutes from Route 1 and 9. Tappan Zee Bridge has minor delays. And this Dunkin' Donuts traffic report is brought to you by Seabow Meat Products. How do you pronounce this? Campesino? That's it? I pronounced it right? Give me a round of applause. No, give me, that's a big word. I want a round of applause for pronouncing that word right. Campesino. Campesino.
You don't get a round of applause.
Thank you. Campesino salami. Especial is the new flavor from Seabow Meat Products. A blend of fine meat and spices, perfect for grilling, sandwiches, and salads. Add Latin flavor to all your meals. Find it at BJ's, Costco, and Sam's Club. Campesino salami especial, made locally by Seabow Meat Products. If you don't see that logo from the start, don't put it in your shopping cart. And this is the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
I was born a donkey. It's the donkey of the day.
That's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
Yes, donkey of the day for Friday, July 19th goes to Ray Don Chong, better known as Squeak from The Color Purple. Now, she's a little long in the tooth. She's 52 years old, and TMZ has released audio of her going in on my mama, your mama, our mama, Miss Oprah Winfrey. Now, y'all know I'm a Pinkett Smith Winfrey Nose Carter. I don't allow disrespect to my mother on any level. So before I tell Ray Don Chong how much we hate her, let's listen to the clip.
She looks like in 60 years ago, she would have been a housekeeper, luckily. She would not have been a house nurse. She would have been a field nurse. Well, let's be really raw here.
Play that one more time.
She looks like in 60 years ago, she would have been a housekeeper, luckily. She would not have been a house nurse. She would have been a field nurse. Well, let's be really raw here.
First of all, Ray Don Chong, Oprah wouldn't have been a house nigga, field nigga, housekeeper, whatever you said. Oprah would have been the only black woman who owned the plantation. That's number one, and you would have worked for her. Number two, F your hypothetical fantasy, your little hypothetical house Negro fantasies. You know, the reality is Oprah is one of the most powerful women the world has ever seen, and you need to show some respect. If Oprah never liked you, as you said in that clip, we can see why. Because you probably always had a terrible attitude like this, and you probably always came out your mouth sideways with something negative to say like this. Now, I'm a cultural critic. I understand the difference between cultural critique and hate. Cultural critique is when you speak about something that you don't like from an objective level. What did that sound like to you, Angela Yee?
Sounded like some hate.
Sounded like hate. Ray Don Chong, you just hating on Mama Oprah. We need you to shut the F up forever and get this hee-haw.
You really got to hear the rest of what she said.
It was too... You know what? We should play the rest of what she said.
She said the thing that's really great about Oprah, you can't take away from her, is that she's a great brown noser. But you know how she ended it?
How?
She said no matter how vile she is, you kind of got to go, hello, hats off, like you've done an amazing thing. You have actually shifted the DNA of the universe.
Well, Ray Don Chong.
Is that a compliment?
Ray Don Chong, the only thing I hear vile is your rhetoric about Miss Oprah Winfrey. Shut the F up forever, okay?
All right, and now let's do something positive. It's Friday.
It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Ho Appreciation Day!
Who is going into the Ho Hall of Fame today? This person has a lot of celebrities under their belt. A lot.
All right.
And literally under their belt.
We'll find out who this hoe is next on The Breakfast Club, Power 105.1. Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. Is Friday, so you know what that means. It's Ho Appreciation Day! It's time to put a hoe into the Ho Hall of Fame. Angela Yee, do the honors.
I can't believe we have not already inducted this hoe into the Ho Hall of Fame, and that would be Derek Jeter.
DJ.
That's right. He was recently in the news because Matt Harvey has said that he actually wants to be like Derek Jeter. He said that guy is the model. I mean, first off, let's just look at the women he's dated. Obviously, he goes out, he's meeting these girls somewhere, but you never hear about it. That's where I want to be.
Now, Derek Jeter has had a nice stable, but don't Matt Harvey got a girlfriend?
Yes, he does. He has a supermodel girlfriend, Ann V.
Don't no girl want to hear that Derek Jeter is your role model. Continue, Yee.
All right, well, let me give you a list of some of Derek Jeter's conquests. He dated Mariah Carey for a couple of years. And that was back in, they met in 1997.
So way before Nick Cannon.
Way before Nick Cannon.
That's before Drumline.
Mariah Carey told Parade Magazine it was the wrong time. Lara Dutta, now that is a Miss Universe. And they dated around 2000. They said he was in love with her, but she just thinks of him as a friend. Joy Enriquez. If you don't know Joy Enriquez, she's a singer and she ended up actually marrying record producer Rodney Jerkins after they dated, just so you know. Jordana Brewster, who's a soap actress, and she dated him back in 2001. That was around the time she appeared in The Fast and the Furious. She later ended up marrying Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray. And Vanessa Manillo, we know her as married to Nick Lachey right now. He dated her as well. She's another beauty queen, and she was a former Miss Teen USA. They were first spotted together in 2003. He moves quick.
Derek Jeter's a G, man.
Of course, he dated Jessica Alba, and they dated back in 2004. And she ended up marrying Cash Warren in 2008. I will say all his girls end up getting married shortly after.
That's a great stable. That is a great line.
I'm not done. Scarlett Johansson. They dated back in 2004. Jessica Biel, they dated before she got with Justin Timberlake. Gabrielle Union, obviously now she's with Dwayne Wade. Minka Kelly. I mean, he's dated everyone. He has a girlfriend right now, obviously.
Derek Jeter's batting 1,000. I haven't heard. I ain't seen nothing bad on that list yet.
Right now, his girlfriend is Hannah Davis. She's a swimsuit model, and she's a very beautiful woman. She said, I would rather go to a Yankees game than a Mets game. That's my final answer when she was asked about that. She was born and raised in St. Thomas.
Yeah, because Derek Jeter's banging you out. Of course you'd rather go to a Yankees game. You know the best thing I like about... Are you finished?
I just have one more thing to say.
Okay.
He also dated Vita Guerra.
Okay. Listen, he's batting 1,000. Hey.
No, well, you say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to tell you.
I just, one of the most amazing things I hear about Derek Jeter's conquest is that he gives these chicks gift bags.
Yes, I was going to get into that right now.
This is amazing. This guy's amazing.
And Adriana Lima, I forgot her. But yes, actually, the rumor is that when you go home with Derek Jeter and you stay in his apartment in New York, he actually gets a car to take you home. How polite, the next day. And in the car is a gift basket. It has some signed memorabilia from him. Usually a signed baseball. So if you're dating a woman and you go to her house and there's a signed baseball from Derek Jeter, just know he hit it first.
I salute Derek Jeter, man. That is amazing.
He hit a home run.
You're giving the girls a gift bag. You show some appreciation for that vagina. And you probably put a little Plan B pill in the gift bag just in case. Just in case. Along with the signed baseball.
No girl is going to take Plan B after that.
Well, it don't matter.
He might have to crush it up and put it in her tea.
I'm a multi-millionaire, whatever. Yeah, it's just a baby. It's just a baby. Please, you buy those.
All right, well, Derek Jeter, congratulations. Not only are you a Hall of Famer in what you do, you are one here in the Hall of Fame.
Derek Jeter, we salute you. Give that man a round of applause, okay? You're going to be a hoe like Derek Jeter. His stable is immaculate.
All right, now coming up next, our homegirl Tamar Braxton, she wants to call in because she has that new show.
Yeah, called The Real.
The Real.
With my homegirl Lonnie Love. Who else on that show? We don't know.
Oh, yeah, Adrienne Bailon's on the show.
Who is that?
Stop it, from the Cheetah Girls. And she used to date Rob Kardashian.
The F is the Cheetah Girls. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't know about that.
And Tamara Mowry.
One of the twins?
Yep, one of the twins.
Oh, all right. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. We're going to talk to Tamar Braxton next.
Club Power 105. We got Tamar on the line. What's up, Tamar?
Hey.
So we had a chance to see the real. We're very happy for you, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, explain how this deal works, because I know it's like a trial run. They're going to see how it's going to do. What's going on?
Well, it's through Telepictures and Fox, and we're on for 4 weeks. But, you know, from the show being on the other day, we've gotten, rave reviews from the New York Post and, USA Today. So things are looking great. I think we're going to come back next fall.
Well, the first thing they want to do is compare y'all to The View. How are y'all different from The View?
Well, we're different from The View because, we're younger, and it's coming from a different perspective, And we're talking about things that are relevant to our age group and, things that we want to hear and talk about.
Meanwhile, Barbara Walters is about to die at any moment.
Stop it.
You are crazy.
Now, Tamar, I had a question for you. One of my friends asked me this because we were talking about the show the other day, right? And she said, do you think that Tiny is mad because the show that she had with Tamar on it is very similar? And I said, well, it's not like Tamar pitched the show,
Well, first of all, I don't see the show as being similar at all. Tiny show was geared toward, more like a nighttime talk show. But this show is daytime television. That's completely different from a cable nighttime television now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
If Tiny can't understand that, she don't need to be your friend. If she can't understand you leaving her show to go to that one, y'all ain't really friends.
But remember, I told you guys I was never, signed on to do the whole show anyway. I was only supposed to do, 2 episodes. Y'all was listening to Claudia acting like she saw my contract and knew my teeth.
Now, can Claudia be a guest on your show?
For what? What does she got going on? Is she working? Oh, okay.
How are you a wife, a mother, a singer, and a daytime TV talk show host? That's crazy.
I know it's a little crazy, but when you have Ike as your husband, it just works out that way.
Now, what about going back to work so soon after having a baby and getting? I saw you talking about losing the baby weight and all of that. How crazy is that for you?
Well, everybody thinks I'm nuts because actually right after I had Logan, I was really ready to get back to work. It's hard. It's harder than I thought it would be because he's so, yummy and cute and stuff. And it's hard to leave him at home, but, I have to do what I have to do.
How'd you pick such a normal baby name?
That's Envy's son's name.
Yeah, with all the Blues and Norths of the world, not to mention Shaniqua and Shaquana. Why you just pick such a normal name?
Crazy. I'm not in that Hollywood life, really, honestly. I just work, and I do my thing, and I go home. I'm a regular person, so it's fitting for me to have a regular baby name.
Well, you're a great twerker, by the way.
Oh, you like that? You get into that, huh?
Yeah, I was at home let me see if I could twerk, too.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I can see why Vince would shoot her club up and get her pregnant.
Stop it.
What is wrong with you?
Now, you said you're ready for another baby? That's the rumor.
Logan, nothing is going in or out of my vajayjay. It's like, hell no.
Wow, nothing could even go in there? That's it?
Hell no.
Hey, man, Vince ain't playing that. Vince got needs.
Well, I'm not doing that. We have to find something else we like. We can sew, we can dance.
I thought you were going to say something else we like anal. I was like, damn, Tamar.
No.
All right, now you going to fool around and Vince going to have him another girlfriend.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to tell on him. If I see him out there with another woman, I'm going to tell Tamar.
Let me ask you something, Tamar, because this subject comes up a lot up here. Being in a great married relationship, you and your husband work together, do everything together. If Vince ever cheated on you just one time and came forward and told you about it and everything, you think you could forgive him?
Hell no. I don't play that game. Hell no. I'm out.
All right, so if he cheats on you, he should just not tell you.
Well, I feel like I'm going to find out anyway because, I'm Inspector Gadget, So, it's just not going to go down like that. He knows that.
Hey, if he did cheat on you, though, that would make for a great episode of The Real.
He's not going to cheat on me. But, I got my fingers crossed just in case.
Okay.
All right, Tamar.
All right, well, Tamar, congratulations on another successful venture. You are the
You are winning, Tamar.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you guys.
Yes. I love that Tamar chick, man. Tamar's a hustler.
She's hilarious.
Absolutely. We got the rumor reports coming up next, right, E?
Yes, and new jobs for Kelly Rowland, Fantasia, Idris Elba, Jamie Foxx. I'll tell you what all of them are up to coming up.
That's a lot of black star power right there.
A lot.
It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Yeah, it's Power 105.1, the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela, yeah.
We in here.
Are you about to get in the rumor report? What the hell are you talking about in the rumor report?
Yes, I'm talking about all these celebrities and what they're up to. Kelly Rowland, Fantasia.
Okay.
Idris Elba.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx.
A lot of black star power. Let's get to it.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report with Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1.
So Kelly Rowland is now going to be the spokesperson for Jaguar. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but she tweeted some pictures cruising in my F-Type Jaguar USA, shooting commercial, late Miami nights. The Jag is everything, super sexy. So
I definitely saw those. You know, I stalked Kelly Rowland heavy.
She is now the face of the brand. That means you probably get a free car and everything, right?
You should.
Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
All right, Fantasia. You know, she's really great, I think, when she does Broadway plays, and she's got a new Broadway gig. She's actually going to be working it out. She's going to be promoting her new music as well as being in a Broadway production of After Midnight. So
I enjoy Fantasia's singing. I just don't like her face when she hits high notes.
You know what? And a lot of people, if you have an opportunity to go see a Broadway play, it would be a good chance for you to go check her out. She's pretty phenomenal on Broadway.
Man, I don't want to see her live.
Idris Elba, meanwhile, is in a new movie, and he is going to be in the Nelson Mandela biopic. So they just actually put out the teaser for the new movie about Mandela's life on the internet, and you can see Idris Elba playing him in that clip. And by the way, Nelson Mandela did just turn 95 years old.
Absolutely, and his health is getting better too, right?
Yeah, they said he's improving.
I bet you.
Because at first they were saying he was on his deathbed any minute now, and now he's been improving.
You know, when I was hearing that and I was hearing the movie was coming out, I was like, I bet you it's some sicko at a production company in Hollywood who's probably hoping that he passes because it'll be better promotion for the movie.
Well, it's called The Long Walk to Freedom, so check out that teaser. And also, Jamie Foxx, you can see him as Electro, and the first teaser for Amazing Spider-Man 2 is out. So if you want to check that out, what'd you think?
I thought it looked dope.
Exciting for you to go? You want to see that movie?
I'm definitely going to see Electro. I'm a Marvel Comics fanatic. I'll go see any Marvel movie before I go see one of those DC garbage films. Best DC films ever was the Dark Knight trilogy. Man of Steel sucked.
All right, and since we're talking movies, let's talk about Oprah Winfrey's former Color Purple co-star, Rae Dawn Chong. She clearly does not like Oprah too much, and she recently did an interview where she really went in on Oprah and talked about how unattractive she is and how Oprah treated her really badly.
Let's talk about how Oprah treated you like crap instead of The Color Purple.
She didn't treat me like crap at all. She was lovely. It was after when I did Commando. That's when she was a total biatch. She's competitive. She didn't like me. And I ended up being backstage, and she never called me on stage. And it was like, you know what? Oprah's all about Oprah. All I can say is she is amazing. I respect her. I think she's done great things for women of color, women of a certain size.
Oh, Rae Dawn Chong.
She takes a lot of digs.
Shut your hating ass.
And here's the other part of the interview where she says that Oprah would have been a field N-word.
If you look at the way she looks like in 60 years ago she would have been a housekeeper, luckily. She would not have been a house nigger. She would have been a field nigger. Let's be really raw here.
Whoa.
That's Rae Dawn Chong talking all that craziness. Okay, Squeak. Don't act like Sophia didn't whip your ass in The Color Purple, okay? Don't think it can't be a sequel.
That's it, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
And
coming up next, actually, DJ Envy got very upset. He's on a mandatory vacation.
That's because his kids came in here and poured chocolate milk all over the consoles and caused a lot of damage to equipment.
Now, you know I did a Ratchet Yee mix yesterday, and the response is pretty good, and he got upset, so he actually, while he was on his mandatory vacation, did a mix on his computer and sent it in and said, please don't let Angela mix again. It's intimidating.
Yes.
It's weird.
So if you hear him talking on here and all this crazy stuff, it's a DJ Envy hologram.
Okay.
This is hologram. Yes.
Power 105, The Breakfast Club.
Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club.
That was the exclusive of the day, straight for the summer.
Angela Yee's Boo Vado.
That's Vado featuring Kurt Cobain and Fabulous.
Listen, man, I like that tune, but Vado, you too hard on that record, man.
Pause.
You how Fab sounds smooth. No, I'm saying, you how Fab sounds smooth on it. Kurt Cobain sounds smooth on the hook. Vado just sound too aggressive on that. Fab sound like he actually talking to a chick. Vado sound like he buying weed. Who got sour, huh? You gotta be a little smooth on that track, Vado. Come on now.
All right, well, if you need to hear that again, you can go to power1051fm.com, keyword Breakfast Club, exclusive of the day. In case you missed our interviews with Webby, Frenchie from Brick Squad, that's a cosign, Ace Hood, Nick Cannon, Amigos, much more. That is also going to be on power1051fm.com, keyword Breakfast Club. Our girl Cherry Martinez is up next, and at 10 a.m. she has your next chance to fly to Vegas and see Justin Timberlake, J. Cole, Miguel, Chris Brown, Bruno Mars, and many more. more at the 2-day iHeartRadio Music Festival. All you need to do is listen out for the keyword and text that keyword to 36500. That's your chance to win round-trip airfare, hotel, and tickets to both nights of the festival.
So what you doing this weekend, Yee? What's on the resume?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow's the Ball Up event that's going to be at City College, right? So you go to ballup.com. We actually give away tickets for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have some now. All right. That's crazy. That's the Street Ball Tour. You can be caller 105 at 1-800-585-1051. You win a 4-pack of tickets to the Ball Up Street Ball Tour tomorrow at Nat Home and Gym at City College. So for tickets and open run info, check out ballup.com. I think I'm going to be out there tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina tomorrow, the Metro.
What? Get out of here.
The 803. I'll be at Jet Nightlife with K. Michelle.
Oh, okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Jet Nightlife tomorrow in Columbia, SC. So come see me at home.
At home.
Mm-hmm.
In your element.
Yes, in my element. All right, we out of here?
All right, well, I'm broke, so I'm just staying low.
No, you
don't have any money.
You don't get low when you broke. You go out there and pop that for a goon. It's summertime, too.
No, I'm staying low. I'm broke. I ain't got $1.
Angela, you got an ass now, too? Angela ain't had an ass in never since I know her. Now she got an ass.
$1 to my name.
You'll get one now with that ass.
You are disgusting. Charlamagne, leave us on a positive note.
What would Rihanna do? Angela Yee, WWRD. That's my positive note. That's how you should live this weekend. If you don't ask yourself what would Rihanna do, you're probably not going to have no fun this weekend.
So, Charlamagne, you're going to do what Rihanna would do.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll be back on Monday. Envy will be back in effect and not be suspended anymore.
Back in effect?
Yeah.
What?
He'll be back in effect up here on the Breakfast Club.
He'll be back in effect,
He'll be
son.
back in effect. He's activated again, starting on Monday.
Yes, it's the Breakfast Club, a.k.a. the Get Fresh crew.
I kind of have fun without him. He put on Twitter. What did he put on Twitter? I'm never coming back.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, clearly we don't need you to mix.
Breakfast Club, bitches!